Hello and welcome to the show. Today I am on Formula Truck with an overtaking challenge. I'm going to be driving the Mercedes. I haven't had a go with this vehicle before. It's the one with the bonnet. I'm sure there's a technical term for that. But yeah, I've got the bonneted Mercedes, so got to be a little bit careful with my braking. Make sure I don't run into the trucks in front of me because this is a bit longer. Also, there's a bit more overhang at the front than the other trucks that I have driven before. The circuit that I am driving on, though, is perhaps the most ridiculous thing that you can do with these trucks. I am driving at the Salvador street circuit. Yeah, we've got 1,000 plus horsepower, and depending on where you read, between 4,000 and 6,000 foot-pounds of torque in these racing trucks. That is a lot, and let's not forget they are rather heavy, racing around a street circuit. It's a pretty narrow, pretty demanding circuit, this one. And of course, I'm starting at the back, as I always do for these overtaking challenges. There are 26 of us on the grid, with me in last, and I have 12 laps to make my way through the order. Now, there's not a hope in hell of me actually seeing the lights to get going. So it's basically go when the trucks around you go, but as you can see, it doesn't really matter because it is just a traffic jam. Oh, I'm not going to go there. You can sometimes make a couple of positions through the chicanes, but that yellow and green truck was far too sideways for me to actually get there. I think this has been a really poor start. I can sometimes do better than this. Now, my best bet for overtaking on lap 1 is up the inside here. Can we get the blue truck? I think we can. Coming through. There we go. And we are past. Now, there's often a lot of clonking on that wall. You saw a few of the trucks ahead doing it. The AI like to brush that wall. Got to be careful of it. You don't really want to be hitting it every lap. Oh, brakes. Please stop. Thank you, truck. Oh, we're getting a little bit pushed across the grass. There is the wall on the inside there. We may have very nearly put a blue truck in the wall on the outside. Oh, it's too wide. He's got a better run than me, but I know I will brake a little bit later up here. This is just a ridiculous track. This would be pretty narrow for cars to race around. It's not the most ridiculous, but for racing trucks, it's an incredible circuit, a very demanding one. There is not a moment of rest, really. The biggest straight we have is about to come up down here, but you've got to concentrate really hard getting the power down out of that long corner, and then we're straight into another braking zone. We're going to have a look at the inside of the green truck. Yeah, this has been quite a poor start, if I'm honest. Got a little bit boxed in with trucks getting slightly sideways across the chicane. And yeah, we have not had the greatest of starts. Now, where I'm fastest is this final chicane. Unfortunately, we got a really big hit. God damn it! Normally the trucks are really slow across there. A truck behind me was going for it, and I was busy avoiding the purple truck ahead of me. And we're never going to finish this without damage. There is not a hope in hell we're going to finish this without damage, because even if I don't clonk a wall, we're bound to get bumped by someone as we go for an overtake, as everyone brushes the wall on this lap round. It is possible, I have seen it a few times in practice, that the trucks can get themselves turned around if they bump the wall while they're racing somebody. They do occasionally get turned around and make, well, a rather big roadblock. If one of these spin on this circuit, you're going to make a really big mess. Hopefully it won't be me during this. That would be quite annoying. But, yeah, they can make really big problems. Now, you would think that street circuits are traditionally very difficult to overtake on. Certainly places like Monaco, very, very tough to overtake on, whether it be with a Formula 1 car or anything else. But this one is not quite as ridiculous as you might think. Even though the trucks are very large, and this is a very narrow circuit for them, because they are, shall we say, so quick. I mean, this will do about 110 miles an hour down here. That's a lot of speed to try and shrug off. The brakes are powerful, sure, but it's still a lot of momentum you've got to try and kill. Which means braking zone for corners are quite large, which means sort of having dives, getting overtakes done is easier than I was expecting around here. Still not easy, but it was easier than I was expecting. Although I am now currently stuck in a really awkward place, trying to get it across the curbs there. If I'm on my own, I can go very quickly through there. The problem is I'm not on my own, and I have to drive, basically having to drive to the pace of the trucks ahead unless I'm going to be close enough to have an overtake. And the problem is there's a couple of corners where they can get a better run than me, and then I'm just a little too far back. This time I think I might be close enough. Admittedly, it does sound strange seeing how far back I am, but the braking zones are really large, so I may be... Oh, no, not quite. Damn it, I'm stuck in 20 seconds. This is going really badly wrong for me at the moment. Now we might be good. Now we might be good. Getting a bit too much of a slide out of that turn. Not what you want to be doing. Again, I'm pretty good under brakes here as well. Can we get up the inside? Problem is we can get up the inside fine here, but then that puts us on the outside for part 2. And, well, going around the outside of that sort of chicane is difficult in anything, let alone in a bloody truck. Could we go around the outside? I've never done an overtake around the outside here. Can we make it stick? I think we can. That is not a place I expected to get a pass done. That is too wide around a really rather fast corner. Woohoo! We are free of the purple truck. We're up into 21st. I kind of set myself the little goal of getting into the top 10 for this. You can do it, but that often requires a decent start, and I've had a really poor one here. I got really caught up with everything. Now I've got a little bit of space to the vehicles ahead. I can throw it at the curbs through here. We may be close enough, not quite into turn 1. Me throwing it through the curbs there, if I have nobody around, I can get really quick run through there. The downside, you've got to be careful of bouncing the truck around on the curbs. It will get quite unhappy bouncing around, and yeah, if you get it wrong, it's actually surprisingly easy to put it round in a circle. We may be close enough to the number 10 here to have a little bit of a dive. I think we can do it. There we go. Get it stopped. We may run him a little bit wide on the exit. He's still there. No, he's given up. Okay, that was much less painful. Getting that manoeuvre done. I'm up into 20th spot. Only got 6 overtakes done in 3.5 laps. Not good. Not good progress through the field. Ooh, mind the wall on the exit. Pink truck found it. I'm going to be at a really awkward distance. This turn here, I'm not particularly quick through. I mean, I'm okay. I'm not sort of going to lose huge amounts of ground to the vehicles around me, but not really quick through there, so I have to be a lot closer if I'm going to try a dive into the hairpin. Problem is I'm quite good under brakes into here, which puts me close to them as we come up to my lovely chicane, and I can't use any of my speed through there. Although, I may just be far enough back to use the speed through the chicane and get a good run out of it and sneak up the inside of the pink truck. That's what we're going for here. Go, cross the curbs. It's too far back. Bugger it. Really hoping I can do that. I may have lost a little bit of momentum bouncing across the curbs as well. The good news for me, from an overtaking standpoint, is that everybody is still all rather clustered up here. The lead, like, winning this is damn near impossible in 12 laps. I could go as fast as I like around here. I could go 2 or 3 seconds a lap quicker, but you'd still have to get in the right spot to get overtakes done. It's very, very difficult to make up the positions. But I was hoping a top 10, but I've been stuck in traffic, and that's what can happen at a street circuit. Often the trucks will start squabbling amongst themselves, and that can really help me make progress through the field, but they're not doing any of that. We're going to go for a big dive. If I can get in front of the pink truck, yes, got it done. If I can get in front of him before the second part of the corner, then we're all right. But if I'm going to try to go around the outside of the second part, it's never going to happen. Now, if I can get a good run out of here, I may have brushed the wall ever so slightly on the inside. Little slide. Got to be very careful putting the power down out of that turn, that you don't get too bigger a slide. I have spun the truck trying to put the power down too early there, and then of course you make a roadblock, and it is basically race over for, well, everybody behind you. We're close to the Volkswagen. We may be in a little bit better position to try to get quick out of the corner, or we may be a little bit too close. In fact, we are a little too close. I've caught him at all the wrong points. Woo! There goes the horrible curbs. We're okay. We're fine. We're just about alive. Out the other side. Now this track, this isn't a mod for a Formula Truck. This is an officially released track, which makes me think that well, since this is a simulator for an actual race series, the trucks must race around here, and that also makes me think that whoever runs Formula Truck, I think, should be put in charge of Formula 1, because this is simply a fantastic idea. Let's make ridiculous vehicles race around an incredibly tight, narrow street circuit. It's such a me sort of idea. Like, I would love to take these trucks around the tightest, nastiest of street circuits, and they actually have done. It's fantastic. Yeah, so I would love to see them in charge of Formula 1. They might actually make it interesting. Ooh. The curbs are so ridiculous. You've got to really be hitting the curbs in some of these places if you want to get good lines and so on. But because, well, that's a roundabout I think we're dealing with there. You're hitting the curbing on a roundabout in a racing truck, it does bounce it around some, and then 110 miles an hour. 110 miles an hour on a street circuit with trucks is ridiculous, quite frankly. We're just stuck in traffic though. I had too poor a first lap to make any big gains as everyone squabbled for position. And now they're just all in a line, slowing each other down, and there is nothing that I can do. Yeah, I can't get the speed I want to through here. I have to bounce across the curb so much that I lose the traction. I can't put the power down soon enough, and then they all escape, and then I think we may be a little too far back unless I get really brave. I'm too far back to try anything. There's not going to be a sensible overtaking there. And one thing that I am having to be careful of, well, there we go, I knew I was going to click that wall eventually, is under braking. If you're steering and braking, very, very easy to lock up the front wheels. So trying to be as careful as I can with that. There will be a fair amount of locking of the front right tyre. Is just something that seems to happen to me around this circuit as I am pushing the brakes, pushing the truck quite a lot under brakes here to try and make up some time on the vehicles ahead. Right, clonk that one on the inside, clonk that one on the inside as well, and then go for it out the other side. I mean, we're quick, but then we're just not quite close enough. I'm not quite good enough through here. Not quite getting this turn right. Actually, we've not been too bad. We may... Oh, yeah, that's better. That's much better through there. We've got a little bit of slipstream. We're going to go late on the brakes. Have a look up the inside of the red truck. And this is what I mean about you can come from quite a long way back to get an overtake done because the braking zones in these are so large. Once you get in position, the actual overtaking is not as difficult as you may expect, but just getting in the right position can be a faff. Now we've got the Iveco ahead of us, across the curbing again. I'm trying the same manoeuvre. Can't do it. Not quite close enough. I need to be further back to really make that manoeuvre stick, I think. Probably would be better off just being neat through there. We may be close enough this time round to have a look. Ooh. I do have to say I'm impressed with the way the AI deal with this circuit. That was a bit of a dodgy manoeuvre. I will admit that one. I wasn't really close enough to have a look, but they will react. If your truck is there, they will give you space, and I'm very glad that they do, because otherwise you would just have a very, very big accident on your hands. So we're getting towards the halfway stage on lap number 8. I'm up to 16th place. We've only made up 10 positions though. The top 10 is looking like I can see that the trucks is just a big old line of trucks, but it's going to be very difficult to get to that top 10. Going to pretty much overtake a truck a lap, well, more than a truck a lap, if we're going to make it there, and I'm not sure I can do that. Let's see if we can brake as late as possible. Yeah, none of the other trucks have really been fighting each other too much. You can often get 3 or 4 trucks at this hairpin. Certainly on the first couple of laps, if trucks are squabbling for position, you can sometimes get 3 or 4 trucks in one corner, but I just haven't had any of the luck. Got caught up at the start line. Yeah, it's just not being too good. Although we've got a really good run. That's what I wanted to be doing. Aha! Didn't clobber the curb too much on the inside, and we got to the Volvo. Fantastic. Wasn't quite expecting that manoeuvre to come off there, but we're up into 15th with 3 laps to go. Can I make this top 10? A little bit of damage on my truck. As I said, there's not going to be an undamaged truck in the field at here, but it's not really affecting the performance that much. Me actually keeping it off the walls is the most important thing around here. 3 trucks all close ahead here. The blue truck, I think, was going for or was looking like he was overtaking or defending from vehicles around him. We may be able to get one of these on this lap, and I kind of need to if I'm going to get this top 10. We need to get one of you guys. If I could get you at the hairpin, that would be very, very useful. Unfortunately, there is a little gap ahead of them, which means that these are tall order getting to top 10 from here. I had too bad a start. The first lap I didn't make up enough positions. Really. We're going to go for it though. Ooh, we got a little bit of a slide. We're going to go up the inside. They do sometimes run a little bit wide. If I can just sneak. Come on. Not close enough. Now, I could be really risky here. I know they brake quite early for the chicane, so we're going to have a look. Nope, he's going to close the door. It was worth a look, but I couldn't quite get far enough alongside him. Damn it. Yeah, they closed the door. It goes the door a little bit too much. Oh, yeah. these are trucks, they can take a couple of bumps here and there. We do need to start making progress though, so I'm going to go for it here. Make him take a wide line. In fact, the green and yellow truck almost followed me through there. What position? We're up into 14th place now. We've got to get 2 positions a lap if I'm going to get this get this top 10, and I don't know if I can do that because there's too bigger gaps. Whoa, big slide as well. These slide pretty damn easily out of a couple of corners. We've got to be careful with them. Haven't really had any. Sometimes you find with these races, you'll come through the field and you'll find a gap where there's no trucks around you, and then suddenly it becomes a time trial session. It's kind of a weird thing that you have to do for driving, because I've basically spent my entire time following trucks. I've had to be driving, on the most part, to their pace. I haven't really been able to do what I want to do. On some corners I have, but none of these laps. We're actually going to go for this. I think we can get it stopped and up the inside. Little bit of a bump on that one, I will be honest, but that was from a really long way back. We got it done though. I think I can finally go quickly through this. Now I said that, I'll balls this chicane up massively. But yeah, you can absolutely fly through it, bounce the truck across the curbs. Very good fun when you're just sort of time trialing when there's no one around. But yeah, what I was saying was sort of the transitioning between following trucks around you. You're basically racing to their pace because you can't overtake at all spots, and then suddenly finding myself on my own and basically hot lapping. That transition around a place like this often catches me out. I've suddenly got no trucks around me, like, oh, I can brake wherever I want and then completely fluff it up when I'm not following somebody. I haven't had that problem though, because there's always been trucks around me. Okay, we have got a couple more laps to go, up into 13. This is going to be tantalisingly close. Whether I'll be able to do it or not, I don't know. Ooh, we're coming in there very quickly. Carrying a lot of speed up here. We're going to go all the way across the curb. That was a little bit risky. If I hit that a little too hard, you just see the little slide I get on the exit. If I hadn't got the slide, we'd be in really good shape. We may still be in good enough shape to get this. This is about the same distance we had when we got the truck last lap round. I'm going to have to go for it. We are coming from a really long way back. We're going to get it stopped though. We're not going to overshoot this time either. Fantastic. We're going to be up into 12th place. They can try going around the outside. Even if he held it around the outside, I know I'm going to outbrake him into the chicane here. Right, come on Volkswagen. We're going to try and get past you. Oh, that was a big bump on the inside. We're up into the 11th place. Whoa, big slides from the trucks ahead. We're up into 10th, sorry. Somebody went in the pits, I think. I thought that was a lap down truck going back. Maybe someone ran out of fuel or was so broken they had to come in. We're in 10th! We're in 10th place! Fantastic! That's what we wanted. Admittedly got a little bit of luck with a truck going in the pits. I can't stop down here. Oh, is he going to go on the inside? He was looking. He was too far back though. Ooh. This has been a race and a half, this one. I absolutely adore this circuit with these vehicles. It's actually a really nice track to drive. It sounds like a stupid idea. Truck, street circuit, very narrow street circuit. But this is, once you've got the hang of it, it will take a few laps to get used to it. Once you've got the hang of it, it's a really nice circuit to race around as we head up towards the hairpin for the final time. Leaders are long gone. There is a big train of vehicles ahead of me that I am not going to be close enough to do anything about unless I get a miracle. I will go maximum attack mode through the chicane, but even then, I think I am too far back, and I don't know if I can position myself well enough to get a pass either way. Maximum attack mode through the chicanes. Ooh, big bump. We made up a lot of time there, but we couldn't get ahead of them. Well, I'd take 10th place. I wanted to get a top 10. We got a top 10. I think, I got fastest lap of the race as well. 26.3. That's not bad considering I've been pretty much in traffic the entire time. Yeah, I get the 10th place that I wanted. Salvador is such an incredible track for racing these vehicles around. It really is an utter ridiculous challenge, but a hell of a lot of fun. Can we do a celebratory donut? Is there enough space down here to do a celebratory donut? Possibly. Not sure if we're going to have enough steering lock actually in this little area. God damn it. Can we get going? Whoop. mind out. I'm just doing donuts down here. There we go. Celebratory donuts in a racing truck on a street circuit. Hey. Yeah, if you have this game and you haven't played it in a little while, I highly recommend you go and check out this circuit. Fantastic challenge, not as difficult to overtake as you might expect. Yeah, really rather good fun. Anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.